for them. إن الذين سبقت لهم منا الحسنى أولئك عنها مبعدون لا يسمعون حسيسها وهم فيما اشتهت أنفسهم خالدون لا يحزنهم الفزع الأكبر وتتلقاهم الملائكة هذا يومكم. This is your day. While others are afraid,
This 10 Stills with Lonely Up. And this is tough guys. Tough guys and tough girls. All over the world. Who so caught up in what they got going on that they too tough for Allah. They too tough for Allah and His messenger. They too tough. They got too much going on in the physical world. They abandon Allah. They abandon the words of Allah. They too tough.
وعلى ربهم يتوكلون وكأين من دابة لا تحمل رزقها
جهنم التي يكذب بها المجرمون
سبحان الله
يطوفون بينها وبين حميم آن.
سبحان الله لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. ما شاء الله بس تبردر. ما شاء الله.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان ولمن خاف مقام ربه
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. لا إله إلا الله.
ولمن خاف.
They take this thing for a joke, like this thing some type of game. Like this thing won't haunt you. Like this thing won't catch up with you. Like this thing won't track you down. Like this thing won't meet you where you going. They too tough. Allah says He's not to be outran. He's not to be outran. You can't outrun Him. You can't be too tough for Allah. Allah will break you down. He'll break you down to the lowest denominator for trying to be tough, for trying to play tough, for trying to act tough. It's all a gimmick. It's all a gimmick.
يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا
ومبشرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا وبشر المؤمنين بأن لهم من الله فضلا كبيرا ولا تطع الكافرين والمنافقين ودع أذاهم وتوكل على الله وكفى بالله وكيلا.
This stuff don't get in your brain. This stuff don't get in your mind and get in your and develop into your psyche. This stuff don't get into your heart. This stuff ain't digested into your system. Allah says, isn't it time for those for hearts to be softened by the words of Allah? Isn't it time for your heart to be softened by the words of Allah? You spent all this time doing this. You spent all this time doing that. You spent all this time going here. You spent all this time going there. You spent all this time dealing with the opposite sex. You spent all this time dealing with your family. Allah says, isn't it time for your heart to be softened to the words of Allah? Isn't it about time for that? Isn't it about time for you to cut that foolishness out? Isn't it about time for you to stop doing what you're doing in the physical world and pay Allah back one? Isn't it time? But you don't pick up when Allah calls. You don't pick up when Allah calls. A sign after another sign, and another sign after another sign. You don't pick up when Allah calls. You don't pick up when Allah calls. And the hypocrites. And remember the day when the shit shall be laid bare. And they will be asked to prostrate, but the hypocrites won't be able to do so. And they was asked to prostrate in the life of this world when they was healthy. They was asked to prostrate in the life of this world when they was healthy and strong. But they refused to do so. Tough guys, tough girls, who got life figured out, just to run into a brick wall.
من الشيطان الرجيم إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا وأن الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة أعتدنا لهم عذابا أليما ويدعو الإنسان بالشر دعاءه بالخير
من شيعته وهذا من عدوه فاستغاثه الذي من شيعته على الذي من عدوه فوكزه موسى فقضى عليه قال هذا من عمل الشيطان إنه عدو مضل مبين قال رب إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فغفر له
إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها. When the earth is shaking with a visible shaking, and man will say, what's going on with the earth? Man will say, what's going on with the earth? What's going on with the earth? And all the contents will be poured forth from the grave. And you will be informed of what you used to do. Tough guys, tough girls, you will be informed of what you used to do.
Allah. He said, is there any God with Allah? بل هم قوم يعدلون أمن جعل الأرض قرارا وجعل خلالها أنهارا وجعل لها رواسي وجعل بين البحرين حاجزا أإله مع الله.
But you got it all figured out. But you got it all figured out. You willing to gamble with Allah? You willing to take that chance with Allah? You willing to put your life on the line and gamble, tough guy? You willing to gamble, tough girl? You think you really that tough? You think you really that tough to stand before Allah and present yourself when you don't got nothing to show for? You think you really that tough to stand before Allah and all you did was worship yourself? All you did was pay attention to celebrities? All you did was go on Instagram? All you did was be online? You ain't taking time out to do what Allah asked you? You ain't even think about that. You was too tough for that. You had picked another life. You had picked another pathway. Huh? Because you a tough guy. And whoever chooses a pathway other than the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we will keep him in that path. and then we would burn him in hell with an evil destination. And when the angels of death come for man, the state of the disbeliever, when the angels of death come for him, he says, my Lord, send me back. My Lord, send me back to what I left behind. But it's only a word that he murmurs. And he's stuck in the barzakh. And he will be placed in the barzakh. He will be placed in the barzakh until the second call of calls. It's only a word that he mumbles. Oh Allah, can you send me back to read the Quran? Oh Allah, can you send me back to worship you? It's only a word that he murmurs. And he will be placed in the barzakh until the second call of calls. That's the place where they put tough guys. That's the place where they put tough guys. When the caller calls, you will be terrified.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله